Good Sunday morning. It was my goal to make the last Sunday at 9 in the morning my live wrap up for the month. Unfortunately, we slept all kinds of in this morning, people. I'm an old lady. I am normally awake by like 7. I slept till 9. Yeah. I'm living my dream. Hello, my one friend. How are you? I always feel bad about that one friend because I'm like, hey, hi, how are you? I hope you're okay. That's the wrong word. But anywho's it. Today it's my May dun 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 rap dun 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 up bum 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 bum. I don't like to edit, so I won't do a lot. So a lot of like transitions is going to be me making funny sounds. So this month was the end of school year. I'm a teacher, and so that also means that the whole world just came crashing down, and we had to learn a new way to teach, and that has led to not as much free reading time as I would have assumed working from home. So I actually only finished 4 books. I took one book off of my TBR list completely and put it on my before bed book nightstand place so that I won't keep track of when I finish it. And I did abandon the Million Pieces of Nina Gill. And I didn't finish. Let's go back to that. Remember, I made one of these for May TBR. Here it is. So this was my TBR. Ooh, so fancy. And all of these I only read 4. So, I tried to do the mental health-a-thon, and because I didn't read all these books, I don't think I got a single solitary bingo. Not one. That's okay. Good morning, my friend watching. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to go back to the wrap-up, and I think I'm using Lexend, but I may not be. I intend to use Lexend on these things. So here are the 4 books that I read. Lee Child wrote another Jack Reacher novel. Thank you so much, sir. It is called Blue Moon. I'm not going to give you a lot of details because I don't want to ruin anything for you. It's Jack Reacher. He's genius, and he makes the world a better place. 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read The Woman in the Cabin. This is the lowest rating I think I've ever given a book, maybe. And it's not that, I actually, Ruth Ware wrote this, and I'm putting her other book in my TB. Oh, I'm not going to tell you. I have another book coming up of her. So I'm not giving up on her, but I just didn't like the story very much. I didn't like the characters. I didn't really care. There was like this vague mystery. And I've talked about this before, where it seems like some writers, when they write a mystery, they have this hidden piece of information that they just hide behind their back that they throw in at the last minute. And what I love about Lee Child is that everything you need to know to put the whole piece together is right there. But you can't put it together because you're not as smart as Jack Reacher. Nobody is. Don't feel bad. Next up was Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. This is absolutely separate from any other kind of story that I normally read. The stakes are usually so high in what I read, as in, the kingdom's gonna burn if we don't reunite the stones kind of situation. And so the stakes were really low in this story, but it was so nicely written, and I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed that they didn't fall into some pretty predictable tropes, which was actually pretty impressive. And I really liked that the trials and the challenges that Eleanor faces aren't, giant. So they're not these metaphor, like, the stones must be reunited. There's no metaphor. It's just she literally went through some stuff and never really properly dealt with it, and eventually learns how to properly deal with it throughout the story. Really nice. I love the message that we can help each other. And it's just a really nice story. And that, if you feel separate, I only do that because it's like, oh yeah, not me. If you feel unliked or unwanted or looked over or awkward or like something about you just doesn't fit, I know that feeling. This is a great story to read because it's a character that's going through those things. Next up is Edu Protocols. This Wednesday, I'm actually starting a book chat with my friend Jeremiah. I don't think we can do it live, which is the only bummer. I'll have to record it on Screencastify and then upload it, which is a bummer because part of the fun, like when I do the Wednesday workshops when there's a lot of people because it's all about teaching, that's like the fun is that the chat's going crazy and it's delightful. So that is what I read. So there are some things that I flat out abandoned. I don't think I'm going to read The Million Pieces of Nina Gill in June. And so I kind of created this little, here it is. It's the TBR abandoned. So here's my TBR abandoned list, right? And I think I'm actually going to erase Protocols 2 and cross off Turtle all the way down because I only have a few hours left in this. It's just, I don't want to abandon it because I'm not liking it. However, it's not at the end of the book. And I try to give a book at the end of the book, and sometimes I give a whole series a chance. Like the Match series, the first time I read it, I did not like it at all. So I'm all about going back. So I'm actually going to cross these out, but I'm giving up on Nina Gill for right now. Those are the books that I read. Those are the books that I didn't read. Those are the books that I abandoned. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday morning. You take care of yourselves. And yeah, it's kind of overcast here. I don't know where it is, where you are. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful Sunday. I'll talk to you soon.